Day called From Diamonds to Diamondique. We are talking about diamonds, and this is one of my favorite diamonds brands because our Firelight lab-grown diamonds create a situation that's in front of me that never would have happened had it not been for lab-grown diamonds, because what growing diamonds in a lab allows us to do is to get the DNA of a diamond, so they're diamonds, on your wrist in huge carats in incredible quality for way lower price points than earth mine diamonds. I love my earth mine diamonds. I love my lab-grown diamonds. This is one of those moments where if you've been waiting on the right tennis bracelet, you really wanted a bigger, bolder carat weight, but you didn't want to spend dozens of thousands of dollars, hundreds in some cases. I mean, we do have a 9-carat tennis bracelet in front of us in a diamond. So this is actually the lowest price we've ever done. Look at that comparable retail value and look at the 9-carat. In the world of lab-grown diamonds, you could expect to pay $7,300 plus, and we're at $4,699. So while I get that is still a considered purchase, it's 9 carats worth of diamonds. So we are far lower than earth mined, and we are far more competitive than the lab-grown diamonds, even outside of QVC. Michelle, I'd love for you to come join me to go through these carat weights together and choices. You know I love this. We've never done a lower price than this moment, and we are losing it at the end of the day. Wow. So this is like, this could be the big gift if you're watching for yourself that you've been waiting for, or it's that reason, you know, if you've been in the market for you or someone else. So we're gonna start with the big one, which is 9 carats. First of all, the fact that this is in stock blows my mind, because a lot of times in Firelight, the larger carats sell first because we didn't know that it would ever be possible to own something like a 9-carat tennis bracelet. We have that in yellow and white gold. Then we have the 7, which I think is a really sweet spot here, don't you?
Yes, for sure. I mean, the 7-carat gives you, again, that huge presence, but it's a little bit more manageable financially too. So you got to also take that into consideration. What fits best into your budget? But the sparkle is just off the charts.
Phenomenal.
Bigger, bolder, brighter diamonds in Firelight.
We are really busy. Here's your 5-carat. Again,
significant.
Like I just want to just level set that is a big tennis bracelet in terms of carat weight.
Yes.
And then our smallest is the 2.
Which is laughable.
I know.
Again, we aspire our whole life to own a 1-carat diamond tennis bracelet, but the young and upcomers, they are looking for 2 carats without a doubt. It's the #1 requested size in lab-grown diamond bracelets in the country.
Wow.
So yeah, if you wanted a graduation gift or something really special, that's the one she wants.
So if you want to utilize special financing, you can on the 2-carat, if that helps, 18 months. So that might make your decision for you, or use the Easy Pay. Like I said, remember, it's diamonds, so it's a really smart way to use Easy Pay. And a quick update, if you want the 9-carat, there's 1 dozen. And the white golds in the 9-carat, there's only 3 total. So we've never done this low of a price, and this has been a big item. Look at look at how gorgeous it is.
It is. I mean,
so
you can get better than twice the amount of carat weight for your budget. You know, if you've been shopping for a tennis bracelet for quite some time, you've done your due diligence, I want to try to encourage you to try it in lab grown, because you not only get bigger, bolder, brighter diamonds, but you physically go up 5 clarity grades in Firelight. We listened to you. You told us you wanted higher and better clarity, so we are delivering here in Firelight. These are diamonds. This is not a diamond simulant. They are diamonds through and through. They are not diamond coated. I got all kinds of questions, right?
Yeah.
But this is a diamond all the way. It grows from the seed of a diamond. And the wonderful Rick Domeyer is out here somewhere on the studio. He's the one that coined the phrase. Yeah, we were just looking at the show we have coming up between 10 and midnight. It's going to be fun, the big finale. But he's the one that coined the phrase, you know, when you give your mother roses for Mother's Day, she doesn't say, were these, you know, grown in a hothouse or were they out in the backyard? She just says, thank you for the roses, because they are roses. So not every diamond that grows in this controlled environment, Courtney, becomes a gem grade quality diamond, but it's got a much better chance because it's in this protected environment. It grows over time, but just not as much time as Mother Nature would take. So we can sell them less expensively because they're more plentiful. We can get you the bigger stones that are going to be a perfect make, a perfect match across the board, but they are diamonds through and through. I represent both lab grown and our Affinity Mine Diamond program. And I will tell you without a doubt that they are diamonds, both of them. They are the same physical, chemical, optical properties. They have the same crystalline structure. They have the same chemical composition. They're the same. Why? Because they're diamonds, okay? So they're a perfect 10 on the Mohs rating scale, being scratch resistant and durable. Store this, though, separately from your other jewelry because you don't want your diamond to scratch your tanzanite or your topaz or something like that. It will scratch other gemstones that aren't as durable as a diamond. And speaking of the Mohs rating scale, where CZ, which is a simulant, is about a 7 on that Mohs rating scale, diamonds are a 10. And there's a huge difference between a 7 and a 10. There's a huge difference between a 9 and a 10. It's not a linear chart. So when I talk about durability, diamonds, if you're tough on your jewelry, they are a perfect way to go, but store them away from your other gemstones.
Which I think because you can get so much more for your money and you're saving, like if you had your heart set on a 5 carat or a 7 carat and you were gonna splurge and spend, you know, double plus more.
Yes.
You may not wear it as much because you may feel a little more worried. And I'm definitely saying to you, insure this bracelet. I will say that with all your diamond pieces. But I still think it just makes you want to wear it more.
I would agree.
You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like something you got to put in a case and just wear it on that special day. Like, this is meant to be worn. It's meant to be enjoyed. It's meant to be your signature bracelet.
Yeah, and we want to protect you. So we require, we don't request, but we require that all of our vendors send their diamonds to the Gemological Institute of America to be inspected before they're set into jewelry and brought to QVC.
Let's talk
about that
because I have heard questions from customers on, okay, so are these inspected by the GIA the way Affinity Diamonds? And the answer you just said is yes.
Yes, and we decided to do this when we relaunched because they're diamonds after all. They're the same as Affinity Diamonds. You know, they are chemically, physically, optically exactly the same. So we want to treat them as such. We follow the GIA standards. This isn't a decision that we made all on our own. We follow the guidance of the Gemological Institute of America. So what they say goes. They are the gold standard. If you decide you want to have it appraised, though, or you want to have it cataloged, you can look at GIA.com. They are the gold standard. You can actually do this on your own once you own the bracelet so that you have a more accurate number for your insurance agent. Yeah.
This is the 5 carat. So do you know what I love about this setting is and obviously a 5 carat is a large tennis bracelet, so don't get me wrong. But I feel like the way these are set, particularly in the white gold, is it gives you a bigger look.
Yeah, it's a nice scale with your big, beautiful ring that you wear.
Thank you.
And if you have a ring of that
now
kind
I need this too.
Well, you do.
Dang it.
I actually think you need the 9.
I get in so much trouble on these days. Like, these days are great for me and horrible for Joey, my husband. But honestly, Michelle, it's because, you know, I love diamonds. And I feel like, and I've shared this with you, my wedding ring is an Earth Mine diamond. And that was important to me. My studs that I wear every day are Firelight. Like everything else, I go for it in the Firelight category.
I know you do. I mean, you're a woman after my own heart. I do the same thing. I mix it up.
I mix it up.
You know what else I did? We had our 20th anniversary this year, right?
Congrats.
Thank you. I wanted to upgrade our rings because when we got married, I wore my grandmother's ring for the first part of our marriage for the first 20 years. Ron wore his grandfather's ring for the sentimentality, right? But then I wanted to do something juicy. So at 20 years, I decided it's going to be a brilliant rose Firelight ring. And I got a big 3 carat and I love it. You know, I just feel like I really stepped up. But then we went on vacation and I said, I need a second ring because now I need an Earth Mine anniversary piece.
That's a good idea too.
Right, so I did that. And I have
that.
both and I can switch them up. One's in yellow, one's in white. And I'm just really happy about the whole thing. And you guys should be too. You should love your jewelry.
This is the 9, not that I needed to announce it because.
But look at it next to your ring. Am I right? The proportion's really good on that.
I just feel like very fancy. I feel like I need champagne with this one.
You are fancy.
I need champagne. When I look at the 9, I think Those would make stud earrings, all of them, every single one.
You know, that's one of the reasons you don't see huge tennis bracelet like that. It's much more profitable for a jeweler to make a series of studs and sell them that way.
You're so right. That makes so much sense.
And everyone here is in the same colorless quality. Everyone's in the same clarity. They're all uniform. They refer to that as the make of the bracelet. And that actually started in the world of pearls, but it makes a difference in the overall aesthetic. There's not a light bulb out in that light bar. They're all bubbly.
Why don't we talk about what's left? Because Michelle, it is also a really great thing that I can tell you. This is the lowest price we've ever done.
Ever.
We won't do it tomorrow. I mean, it's today. Like, this is your moment. You can send it back. Like, you're not, a lot of jewelry stores, I wouldn't know. I would have to ask, what's your return policy? And that's a little awkward when you're shopping diamonds.
When you feel bad.
Yeah, and you feel weird.
I want
you don't have to feel weird. You can just send it back if you don't love it. But today's the day to get it because you're going to save the huge savings that you won't save tomorrow and in the sizes which are now going. So the 9 carat, we have the 7 carat, the 5 and the 2. There they all are together. You can get them in white gold. You can get them in yellow gold. Either way, my goodness, you know what else is kind of a fun idea? One of my good friends wears 2 tennis bracelets because she's collected. They're different sizes.
Yeah.
So this might be like if you want to add in a 2 and you already have a 1
I like the way you think.
Like that.
That makes perfect sense.
So Michelle, you're sticking around because we are going to talk about these earrings that I actually thought about you.
You did?
Because I know how passionate you are about champagne diamonds.
Oh, I love them.
And what you've tried to do